Hi, in this video tutorial I'd like to show you how to manually set up a database for Mahara as opposed to using a scripting program such as Quick Install to do the whole thing for you. We're going to do this manually, and the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to click on where it says here MySQL databases. That's the option I have to create databases, and I'm going to give my database a name, and I'm going to click on create database. And you'll see that I have now created this database called Zvito1 Mahara. Now what I suggest that you do is you keep track of all this. I prepared here a little document where I could just type this in. We're going to see later and down the road that this is important to keep track of the name of your database and so on and so forth. Okay, so let's go back. We just created a database. Now here it is, Zvito1 Mahara. That's our database. There's obviously nothing in there. Okay, the next thing you need to do is you need to create a username for your database. Now again, the username could be anything. In this case, I'm just going to call it awesome. And you'd like to give it a password. The password could be anything that you would like. It should be secure. They have a little cute little thing here. They have a password generator. Okay, if I'd like to, I'm showing you my password. Don't worry about it. I will get rid of it. I've copied this in a safe place. I could use this password. Okay, so I have a secure password, and I click on create user, and you'll notice that I have this username right over here. Here's my username. I just want to keep track of that. Called Zvito1 Awesome, and put that over here, and my password. You don't want that period at the end. That's just the period here from the sentence. You can see that. Okay, and I'm going to put that right over here. Alright, so I have my database name is going to be Zvito1 Mahara. That's my username, Zvito1 Awesome, and that's the user's password to enter the database. Okay, now the last thing that we have to do here in this little section is to allow this user that we created, and this is below the screen here. It says add user to database. I want to add the user Zvito1 Awesome to the database Zvito1 Mahara. So I'm going to click on add. Again, it's below your screen. You can't see it, but you can see here now on top the user Zvito1 Awesome is going to use the database Zvito1 Mahara. I'm going to grant all privileges, and I'm going to save those changes, make those changes, and okay, so now Zvito1 Awesome was added to database Zvito1 Mahara.
Okay, so one more thing that we need to do to the database is set the collation to UTF-8. Basically, this enables us it enables some foreign characters to be displayed properly in Mahara. So the way we do this is we go down here to where it says PHP My Admin, and you click on here where it says Zvito1 Mahara. That's our database. We click on Operations, and you see where it says collation. So here it says UTF Unicode CI. You could use that one. Mahara, for some reason, prefers that you use the one here that says general. It's pretty much the same, but if you want to go by the book, you could do this. Click on go, and it says that your SQL query has been executed successfully. So I guess that's good. All right, so that basically takes care of that. We could just go here to the front page. And now we have one last thing that we have to do, and that is to create a data folder for the database. That's going to be the place where you see everything sort of displayed. So if we go down here to File Manager and click on that,
you can see my directory is now empty, and when it says a public HTML, that's really the front page, the front directory of my website. It's totally empty. Now what I want to do is I want to go up one level. Okay, I want to be out of my a path that is accessible from the internet. I don't want anybody to be able to access this. And I want to create a new folder, and I'm going to give it a name. It could be anything. Called Mahara Data, and I'm just going to copy that. And this is going to be where the database is going to install. It's going to store all that information, again, outside any path that's accessible from the internet to make sure that it's secure. You click on Create New Folder, and while it's doing that, I'm just going to put my folder name over here because I want to keep track of that as well. And as you can see, there is something here called Mahara Data. Okay, so the next step is going to be installing the actual Mahara files themselves. So just to review what we did today so far, we started off with the control panel. We clicked on these MySQL databases. We created a new database. We gave it a name. As you can see right here, we have this name right here. That's the database name. And here we created a user for that database. And we also created this this folder over here, this Mahara data folder outside the root. And we saved all that information right here. Obviously, you could see my password and all that sort of stuff. I'm not worried about it because I'll take care of it. But so that's the first step in creating, setting up a Mahara database. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to get the installation files, and we're going to tell the installation files to hook up together with our database and talk to each other, so Mahara knows to store all the information it collects in the database. Okay, so that's today's tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.